Hi everyone, I'm Pooja from emofreetherapy.com, and I just wanted to share some tips with you about how you could start doing some tapping by yourself. And if you're already aware of EFT, then that's great. If you're not, then you can go to eftinternational.org and download their manual. They have a very comprehensive manual, and you'll get to know what EFT is. So, given the situation, we all know the situation we are in. The pandemic is dragging on. There's a second wave in India. It really will help if we can tap on a daily basis to keep our nervous system calmer. And there's a video that I made before this that you can check out and tap along. So, how do you do that? And how do you do that on a daily basis? Most of the times, people ask me, what should I tap on? So, you really need to tap on whatever is present for you, is important for you on a day to day basis. So, let me take the example of, let's say you're scared about your parents getting COVID or your loved ones getting COVID. Then, how would you tap on that? Ideally, it's good to just keep a journal, keep a track of your tapping, because if something new comes up, you can make a note of it and put it in your journal. That's what I do. And then take it up the next day. So, number one, start by tapping on whatever is the a general global feeling that you have, like fear of my loved ones getting COVID. Start with that. So, what would you do? You do one round of EFT in that. One round of EFT on that would mean that you'll start by tapping at the side of the hand, right? And you would make a setup statement. And the setup statement is going to be, even though I have this, whatever the problem is, I love and accept myself, or anything to do with self acceptance, or I accept how I feel, right? So even though I'm afraid about my loved ones getting COVID, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. You'll be saying it 2 to 3 times at the side of the hand. And then you'll be doing the sequence, which means you'll be tapping on all these points, right, with the reminder phrase. So, reminder phrase is something that you pick up from the statement. So, if the statement is, even though I have this problem, I love and accept myself, the problem is your reminder phrase. So, this fear of my loved ones getting COVID, this fear of my loved ones getting COVID, this fear of my loved ones getting COVID, saying this on each point once and tapping while saying it, obviously. This finishes one round of EFT. Now you would just tune in, take a deep breath, and maybe tune into your body and see if your body is holding some of that fear, some of that stress, which means you'll have some sensation in your body, like maybe heaviness in the chest, some kind of tightness in the shoulders, or maybe it's already there and you're becoming aware of it. Tap on that. Even though I have this heaviness in my chest, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this heaviness in my chest, when I think about this fear of my loved ones getting COVID, we are relating both. I deeply and completely love and accept myself 3 times, and then on each point, you can say this heaviness in my chest, this fear of loved ones getting COVID, heaviness in my chest, fear of loved ones getting COVID. We are alternating so that we can take in both the body sensation and whatever issue you were tapping on. So, another round on this. Now, something new might come up. Why am I afraid of, let's say, my loved ones getting COVID 19 because it's deadly, or what can happen, the what if thoughts. So, just tune into what is it that's going on for you, what is it that's coming up for you. Tune into that specific feeling. It's easier to tap on feelings when you're tapping by yourself and on body sensations than too many thoughts, because thoughts can be too many. If you're having too many thoughts, you might get overwhelmed. So try and tune into what the feeling is or how your body is feeling, right? So just go back into how your body is feeling. If it has shifted, if it has gone down, it means it's a little better. If it has gone up, it means some new piece of the problem is coming up. Take a note of that, right? And again, do a couple of rounds on this. So even though I'm still feeling this fear of my loved ones getting COVID, and include the new information, because this is so deadly, I love and accept myself. Even though I still feel this fear for my loved ones getting COVID, because it's so deadly, I love and accept myself. Again, I feel that my loved ones might get COVID, and because it's so deadly, and say that on each point. And remember to include your body sensations, right? So you can again tune into your body and see how your body is feeling. So when you're doing this process, what can happen is you begin with something which is very generic and then you kind of make it more specific. You started with fear of loved ones getting COVID, and then you took into account the body sensations, then you took into account why you're feeling this way, and that is what makes it more specific. And the more specific you get, the better results you'll get with EFT. So, just a little bit of this tapping, if you do this, let's say 3 to 4 rounds on how you're feeling, how your body is feeling, getting a bit more specific about it, you are going to be able to calm your nervous system because you're acknowledging what's going on rather than suppressing it or acting on it, and you're tapping on it, and all of this is going to calm your nervous system. So remember to make a setup statement with what the problem is, do the sequence with the reminder phrase, and then tune into your body and find out what's going on when you're tapping by yourself. Now, you can also tune into your body before you start the tapping process, that's totally fine, or tune into your body after doing a round of tapping. And make a note of whatever aspects, which means pieces of the problem, have come up and take it up the next day. And there's one more tip: if you feel overwhelmed, right? If you feel overwhelmed, try and imagine a box. Now, it can be a wooden box, a glass box, and just imagine that you're keeping this problem in that box and you're putting it away for some time, and you'll pick it up again tomorrow. You'll take out whatever you put in the box and start tapping on it tomorrow. Okay. So I hope this little tutorial on self tapping helps and you're able to tap on how you're feeling.